guys, how you doing out there? Today is Saturday. Tomorrow I'm actually going to be going to the Milwaukee Makers Market. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a bunch of artisans from throughout Milwaukee, excuse me, and get together and set up, and y'all come in and just check out all of our stuff. It's not a craft show. It's artisans. I mean, it really is artisans. You have soap makers, you have people with like the face stuff, you've got coffee, you got a coffee maker there. I only know of one that's there, usually. You've got painters. You have like one, maybe two comic type book, fan artists, out there. But it's something it's totally different. I mean, it really is. Than a convention is a whole different atmosphere, different kind of people, because the people who go there aren't necessarily going there for comic books. They might find them here and there, or comic art, but it's really fun. It's just, to me, it's really cool, and I'm glad I started doing these earlier this summer. It's just another way for us to kind of get out there. And but one of the biggest things that I'm debuting tomorrow, I couldn't wait any longer. I said I was going to debut them October 1st. I don't want to wait that long. I'm a very impatient man for sometimes. So one thing that I want to just let you guys know is it didn't really return. I know I have returned, if you read the description here, it didn't return. I still have some available, and that's this little guy right here. This is the Loki variant. This is actually my little guy, Louie. There we go. This is my little guy, Louie. But because he watched Loki, he just really fell in love that he had, one of his own, people actually who got real popular in a movie. So he decided to make his own horns and become a Loki variant. So this is really cool. But this is still available. I think I have only 5 available. That's it. Now, let me also let you know that when you buy that one, you get this for free. So yes, you get this digital colored version for free with that piece. So you're getting like 2 for 1 basically. So if you want to see that one more time, this is the one right here. So you go to bulkystudiosart.com and you can go ahead and purchase this bad boy. Basically right after all the pins in the limited edition section. So when you buy this, you get this one for free. Yes, they both come signed. Like I said, I only have 5 of those variants, the hand-colored variants left. That's it. And again, these are hand-colored with markers. I literally just colored this one up. So, so that is that. And it's something else that I'm also debuting at the show, something I'm very excited about. Now, of course, you've heard me talk about it time and time again since it happened, is our Eisner-nominated comic, Stanley's Ghost. Well, of course, I'm going to have that there as well. But something else I'm going to have there, which this is the first of its kind, is this right here, the hand-colored version of the cover itself. Very excited about this piece. This was really, really cool to do. Again, all originally hand-colored, all with markers by me. There are only 10 of these available, and that is it. So these are going to be going up on the site later on today. So be on the lookout for these. And again, everything comes signed, so don't forget that. One more thing that I want to know, this is something a little bit different. This is something I haven't done in quite some time. And this was the first time I've actually hand colored this particular piece. And I love how it came out. I think it came out just, spectacular. There's sometimes I awe myself, and I don't mean that like in an egotistical way, but, it's like, wow, that came out better than I thought, better than I had pictured in my head. But that's this next piece. And this next piece is actually a Disney piece, and I'm really stoked about this one because it's my favorite ride at Disney. I'm probably one of a very few people who actually like the movie as well. I really, really do like the movie of the Haunted Mansion, and of course, like I said, Haunted Mansion is my favorite ride at Disney. So I'm just going to show you. So these, again, only 10 available, and that is it. So this one is almost done. I just have to do a little bit of the background and most likely some like the Haunted Mansion lettering, but it's this piece right here. Look at that. How beautiful that is. So this right here, this is, as you can tell, is the Haunted Mansion. Now, you really can't tell because the background is not purple, so it doesn't have that classic Haunted Mansion background. However, this particular piece is going to have a lighter purple background, only because I don't want to take away from her, from Constance. And if you don't know about Constance, you know, she's been married a lot, but she always beheads her husbands. So those are some of her pictures of her husbands behind her. So really cool piece. I absolutely love this. And of course it comes matted, bagged and boarded and everything, ready to go. This one is also limited to only 10 copies. And again, all come hand colored and of course signed. So really, really cool piece. This is also going to be up on the website very soon as well too. Most likely later today. All right, so this is the piece that I was talking to you guys about. This is the one that I said, you know, Spooky Toons, you know, cosplay Spooky Toons coming soon. And this is the one that I'm actually even more shocked about, because I had a picture in my head, and you know, when you're an artist or you're a creator, you always have a picture in your head of what the piece should look like. You know, for the most part, some people do, some people don't. But for me, I always had like some kind of a picture, visual of what that piece is going to look like. And this actually came out a lot better than I thought, which is even, I mean, like, I literally shocked myself with this piece. And I wasn't sure if I was going to, you know, just have it, but I think I kind of have to, because this is just a really cool piece. At least to me it is. So ladies and gentlemen, here is the debut of the new cosplay Spooky Toon featuring Natasha as Vampirella. Right there. Look at that. So Natasha as Vampirella. Now, for some of you who don't know who Vampirella is, she is a female vampire. She is a total, can't say that here, but she kind of rocks. And she's a bad girl, that's for sure. And usually with Vampirella, you see she's usually standing on skulls or something with a skull. I didn't want to go that dark, so I'm like, you know what? She's a squirrel. So if you can kind of see here, she is actually standing. Sorry for the glare, guys. She's standing actually on acorns. So I'm very, very, very happy about this piece. I love how it came out. Again, sorry for the glare. The sun's coming right in right now, so that's why there's this major glare, which is good and bad. There we go. That's a little, you can kind of see more of the color that way. But you see I put the shadow behind her, and then also the white box around the piece, kind of giving it like that frame or matte look. What's really cool is if you do decide to frame this piece, if you wanted it, what's really cool is that the frame is going to come basically right up to the edge of the piece. So now you got the frame and you got something that looks like a mat, and it looks like now you kind of have that 3D depth to it. So like I said, I'm really, really excited about this piece. She is also going to be up on the website, bulkystudiosart.com, coming up later today as well. So that's what, 3 pieces, I think I said 3 pieces. I'm very stoked. I'm very excited. I'm really happy with these pieces. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. You guys like them as well. If you guys have any questions about any of those pieces, please feel free to shoot me a question right here. I'm more than happy to answer. Excuse me. You can shoot me a private message if you wanted to. You know, either or. But tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to be at the Milwaukee Makers Market. That's from 10 to 4. It's free for everybody to get in, right on the lakefront, and it's at Discovery World. For those of you who are familiar with the area, so Discovery World. It's really fun. It's just a fun event, and they have it once a month. So next month I don't have one because they're going to be in a different location. But November, December, I'll be back at Discovery World just once a month, also with some new stuff too. Plus, coming up next week Sunday, I kind of start like kind of a little tour somewhat. So next week Sunday, I'm going to be at Geek Inc. Comics in Illinois, and I'm going to be signing, and I'm going to be really pumping my book, Stanley's Ghost. So hopefully you guys will come out and check that out. If you can't make it there, that's all good, because the Sunday after that, I'm going to be actually in downtown Lake Geneva at the comic store Comic Alley. So I'm going to be there. It's actually, I'm going to be probably set up on the sidewalk because that is the last day of Oktoberfest in Lake Geneva. So there'll be more people kind of walking around up there. So we kind of thought if it's a nice day, that I can just go in. I can just go and set up on the sidewalk. And then the 13th, the following Wednesday, I'm going to be in Chicago, and I'm going to be at Alley Cat Comics, which is in Andersonville. So hopefully I can see you. I'll see you guys at one of those shows or one of those signings. Then my last convention, my last appearance for the year is actually going to be November 13th, which is the MightyCon Milwaukee Comic Con. Back, of course, right here in Milwaukee, actually in West Allis, the same location that they've been at for a couple of years now, a few years now. So that is my last show, my last signing, and last everything just for 2021. And then 2020, I'm actually getting everything ramped up, trying to get my schedule going for next year with some signings and also with conventions. So fingers crossed I can get into some of these bigger shows again. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, don't forget to check out bulkystudiosart.com. Those pieces I just showed you will be up later on today. And then also check out all the other pieces, including our new acrylic pins. I don't have any right here, but our new acrylic pins that we have some of the Spooky Toons, and we also have some of the just classic characters of our pins on there for you guys to purchase as well. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think so. All right. Well, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you at an upcoming show or signing. If I don't see you this year, you know what? We still have virtual, and we'll have next year, depending to see where I go with conventions and how many I'm going to do and all that kind of jazz. So, all right. Well, thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. Please keep liking, sharing, and caring. Everything you guys have been doing. Thank you again so much. And again, don't forget to check out bulkystudiosart.com. And for merchandise like t-shirts and mugs and stuff like that, go to shopbulkystudios.com. And if you want to know what those two are, you can just go to jeffbulkystudios.com and you can look under the stores and you'll see the two different links there. So there's always access if you can't remember what I say, because sometimes I talk a little too fast and I ramble. You can always go to jeffbulkystudios.com and you can search the information there too. So thank you again. Hope to see you soon and have an awesome weekend, guys. Take care.